What's good, it's your boy AZ Reaction, and today Haminations just dropped the video. We about to see what he's getting into. You know we love animations over here. But for those that are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, that like button. We getting close to 1,000 subscribers, and if we don't get there by let's say if we don't get there by the end of January, you don't want to see what's gonna happen. But anyways, let me not, you know what I'm saying, let me not go too crazy. Let's get to the video. Alright, y'all, this Haminations, I still look young, you know what I'm saying? Your boy, I'm a young spring chicken, as some might say. I'm 21, about to be 22 next week actually. But let's get to the video. Dang.
One adult beverage, please.
Yeah, I can get those on legally now.
Beer bars for adults.
Am I unk now?
You gotta be at least 21 to consume alcoholic beverages.
Okay.
So hit the road.
I actually don't know how old he is.
Actually, I'm 23, and here's my ID.
Oh, my mistake, little man. Here, have an alcohol.
Little man.
On the house.
It's crazy.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. What do I do?
Oh!
Hi, I'm Bryson.
Don't drink alcohol,
my most
kids.
popular video is about how I look young. But that was 3 years ago. A lot has happened since then, and let me tell you.
And you still look young.
I still look young. The doctor said it's because of my genes, but I don't know what my pants have to do with any of this.
I don't think he means those. Okay, you get it. It's a joke. I get it.
So today, we're gonna delve more into what it was like growing up as such a late bloomer.
Looks like you also have explosionitis.
What? I developed pretty normally at first, but I started to notice some differences when I went to middle school. The other boys started getting bigger and taller, but I stayed fun-sized, as my mom would call it. I didn't really mind being a pipsqueak because it fit my vibe. I was the quiet kid who kept...
Now think about this, Haminations, okay? Like you, I was average size the whole time too. Middle school hit, you know what I'm saying? I hit a certain size, I'm like, oh, I'm growing. Now listen to this point. I ain't grown since. I'm still the same size, Haminations. I ain't grown since.
To himself and stay under the radar.
I had to say that, man. Just, you know what I'm saying?
But the gap between me and the other boys only got worse as time went on.
You think it's bad I ain't grown
since. This caused
since.
people to make comments and poke fun at me.
Wrong place, small fry. The elementary school is down the street. Get it? 'Cause he's small.
Yeah, we got the joke.
Yeah, pipsqueak.
We got the joke, bro.
At least I know what deodorant is, Derek.
Ooh.
I went through middle
He's
school
an axe spray. That was middle school. That was the holy grail of middle school.
I guess I'm just not like other boys. Most people just don't get me. But with you, it's just simple. I'm glad we're friends. Sorry, who are you? At 16 years old, I was 5'2" and 80 pounds.
5'2" is crazy.
I remember that because that's seriously the size I was for like 6 years.
Wow.
I was definitely not an average teenage boy.
Yeah, 16 kind of crazy.
I was great at hide and seek, however, I could not go outside if wind speeds were too high. So, my parents took me to see a doctor.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Definitely underdeveloped. I feel bad for him because men like to feel like alpha males, and he obviously isn't.
Dang.
I mean, look at him. So I'm going to recommend testosterone treatment.
This was a shock to me. I knew I was small, but I generally tried to just ignore it and live my life. I figured that being uncomfortable in your body was kind of just part of being a teenager, and that
it low-key is part of it.
But this medical professional told me that my body wasn't manly enough, and then immediately suggested TRT to a 16-year-old.
That's kind of hilarious.
Which I think is pretty crazy. We even got a bone scan done and found out that my bone age was that of a 12-year-old.
12?
Okay, here are the results of the
What is
scan.
mine?
Travel home safe.
Mine might say 14. I'm not gonna lie.
This dude's bones suck! I mean, look at it! That's just shoddy workmanship right there!
We then met with an endocrinologist and determined that I was healthy, just a late bloomer.
Okay.
He told me that I could choose to do the treatment or not, and I decided against it. I'm the type of guy to kind of just let things play out. I've never dyed my hair.
I ain't gonna lie, that was me. I'm about to do
a tattoo or a piercing. I knew that this kind of intervention didn't feel like me, and that I was more of a default settings type of guy.
That's
so,
W awareness.
Comments, I did what I felt was right for me. And looking back, it was arguably the more manly thing to do.
That's a fact.
I was my own man who did what I thought was right, regardless of people disagreeing with me.
Bryson! Just because they're called parachute pants doesn't mean they work like a parachute! Don't jump!
You can't tell me what to do. I'm my own man.
Oh, he was right. He was right.
Oh,
But on a more serious note,
It makes
the
more sense
comments
now.
about how small I was and that I didn't look or sound my age definitely bothered me for a while, and I felt
I
pretty
can imagine.
insecure
16,
about it.
kind of crazy.
Especially when I started high school. It's part of the reason I never had any personal social media accounts. But around this time, I started my YouTube channel. It was all very new and exciting since I hardly used the internet before, except for watching funny dog videos. I made my first few
that dog
videos,
evil.
and people were very nice
That dog is evil.
until they learned my age. And then it happened.
Bruh.
My first hate comment.
What do you say?
This guy is definitely lying about being 16. He sounds 12.
I
Dang.
kept getting comments like that until finally
Legend 27,
I
you's a hater,
responded with,
bro.
I don't care if you believe me or not.
Ooh.
I'm 16. Stop
Ooh.
being rude. And
Ooh.
in that moment, I had a breakthrough. Wait a minute. If I truly didn't care, I wouldn't have felt the need to stoop to their level
That's
and
a fact.
respond. Maybe instead of projecting my issues in a futile online argument, I should be the best person I can be and only focus on what I can control. I can't please everyone.
W
and no matter
awareness.
what I do, some people will disagree with me. And that's okay.
Yo, if everybody in the world thought like that, I'm telling y'all, a lot of y'all lives would be a lot more peaceful, bro. Because people are gonna hate regardless. You just gotta, you know what I'm saying? It is what it
Breakthrough
is.
that many people online still haven't
That's a
discovered
fact.
yet.
Instagram
I made
and
my peace with
Twitter.
it and
It's Twitter.
accepted that I was just going to grow up differently than most boys, and that's okay. And it wasn't long before I
Wow.
did start growing.
At least you
a
grew.
few years later, I met up with one of my friends
least
who
you
I
grew.
hadn't seen in a long time, and he was shocked that my plateau at 5'2" was finally over and I had shot past it to around 5'8". We hung out
5'8",
and
okay.
ate dinner, and he said, "So like, what did they do to you to make you grow?" Nothing.
Hey,
we
yeah.
just waited. Did you think they put me in the Captain America Super Soldier device? Yes. And while I still look
Yes,
younger than
I
I
think you
am,
did.
as the years passed, something amazing happened.
You grew again?
I'm tall now. And while this doesn't fix the problem area, it has been a nice consolation prize for suffering through school as the short kid. The slower you bake, the farther you rise.
That is
What
kinda
can I
crazy.
say? I am the tallest of my siblings, standing
Wow.
at a whopping, drumroll
Let's see.
please, 6'2".
Please hold your applause.
Bruh, going from 5'2"
However,
to 6'2".
I am afraid that
is
my theory
insane.
about baking slower and rising farther will turn out all too
That's
true.
actually
because
insane.
my little brother Brenner is finally starting to shoot up, and he might catch up to me. And I don't
Bro,
like that
5'2"
because
to
he's the
6'2"?
little brother. I just
What
want
did
to
you
grab him
do?
and squish him back down to size so I can keep my crown. It was cool when I surpassed all my older siblings.
What did
but
you do?
Him doing it would be
Ooh.
cringe and stupid, so I'm not gonna allow it to happen. There, fixed. Despite my
Yo, Haminations, what's the
cartoonish
secret, bro? What's the
proportions,
secret?
I'm glad I waited and let things take their natural course. And I'm also glad I waited because I stayed natty.
Hey. Hey, yeah, I'm weak.
One of the
Okay, Sam
disadvantages
Sobek.
of long legs is doing squats in the gym absolutely sucks.
I can see that.
I have to move the weight much farther than the average person
That's a
just to
fact.
get to the proper depth. I was at the
Look
gym
at you
with
having
my
tall
friend that's
problems
much
now.
shorter than me, and her set of squats was like, okay, I'm done. And then mine were like,
Oh. Yeah.
that's one. You gotta do 12. But being
That's
me
hilarious.
comes with advantages too.
You think
Since
you're
I grew
12,
so
bro?
slowly, everything was more spread out. So I never had growing pains or terrible acne. And
okay.
as every person who's ever met me has already pointed out,
It'll work out when you're older, because you'll be 50, but you'll look way younger.
which I hope is true.
I mean, that's
what
definitely a
if I never
positive.
look my age? I just look like this until I'm 45, and then boom, I'm an old man. Another
Now, that would
advantage
be-
of looking
yo,
young
that would be
I've
like doing you
discovered
wrong,
since
bro.
living on my own is that I can get door-to-door salesmen to leave me alone much faster.
My mom's not home.
Hello, young man. Are your parents home?
No, they are not. I do love
They-
to
they
make
don't
fun
question
of
you being
Brayden
6'2"?
because when we're sitting next to each other, he's taller than me. But when we stand up, I shoot past him.
Dang.
Imagine your younger sibling being taller than you. That's embarrassing.
Ooh, he on his way.
Wait,
He on his way.
No. And I think it's funny that being tall is associated with doing sports.
Basketball. Hey, bro.
How's the weather up there? Let me guess.
Is that Gravity Falls?
Basketball player?
No, I draw pictures. Leave me alone. The day I turned 21, I decided to do the rite of passage of going into a bar. I
Okay.
walked up to the bouncer, gave them my ID, and watched his brain break.
Not true.
Why is he smiling like that, bro?
Search your feelings, you know.
Why is he smiling like that? Bro, it's not that big of a deal,
They let
bro.
me in, and I tried a non-alcoholic beer.
Okay.
Bryson, why didn't you just try a real beer?
Because I'm stupid sober.
Hey,
I don't want to know
hey.
how stupid I am while drunk.
Hey, you gotta find
Also,
out. I'm
people
like, don't
say
do it,
that
don't do
when
it,
you're
y'all.
drunk, that it's like you, but more. But I'm already too much. That would be way too much.
Hey, jumping over the walls.
Guys, I love you guys.
that-
Does
was that-
anyone want to build
was
a
this crack
Lego
out?
set together? I'm leaving. Anyway, the non-alcoholic beer tasted like yeasty, soggy bread
Yes,
water.
I can
0 out
imagine.
of 10. But the wings were good. Then this guy, who could tell it was my first time in a bar, came up to me and said,
Welcome to bar
You can tell
life,
because you was
son.
eating wings,
and
for
I
real.
said, thank you. I am never coming back. And even at 23 years old, I'm still growing. I
Wow.
wasn't 6'2" until this year. Who knows?
That's
Maybe
insane.
I'll never stop and I'll be 10 feet tall at age 30. As
That
time
is
goes
insane,
on, people
bro.
freak out less about how young I look. But it does still happen from time to time.
How old are you? You look 15.
I'm actually 23.
Cop, it's not that big of a
my
deal.
height isn't the only thing that's 6'2". My wingspan is also 6'2", so my slap
didn't know where that
range
was
is
going for a
pretty good.
second.
I don't usually slap people, but
If I do.
I could. Not to
Damn.
mention the range of my kicks. That's my plan for if I'm ever getting robbed. Oh, certainly, sir. I'll give you my wallet. Whatcha?
Oh. Oh, Haminations, I rock with you. Don't try
If
that
I
for
hug
real,
my
please.
leg, my knee is higher than my shoulders, meaning that my femur is longer than my entire torso. I've got a tiny body and long
Oh,
legs.
that's an interesting
but
build.
It's fine. Legs are probably more vital to the human body than the torso. Look, see, here we've got the, leggy parts. And of
Okay.
course the foot, very vital.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, the torso only has the heart, lungs, liver, and kidneys. It's totally overrated. Legs are better and more important. Case closed. I'm glad I didn't try to change myself
know
just
about
to
that.
fit in, because it helped me learn to love myself unconditionally. And it helped me find the people who appreciate me for
That's
who I
real, though.
was.
That's real.
As time goes on, I've discovered that the things that make me unique are the things that I love most about
Why does
myself.
it lay so
the
long?
moral of the story is to remember that your differences make you unique, and you can use them to your advantage. Maybe you'll use your differences to make a funny YouTube video as a
That's a
random,
fact.
non-specific example. And it's okay to feel awkward while growing up. I am so glad that I validated
everybody
high
feels
school
the same.
instead of peaking. Don't be just like everyone else. Be the best you that you can be.
Customizing. This reminds me like the Wii, bro, when you made the. Hey, he fell asleep. Leg length. Oh man.
Huh? What happened?
Yeah, he messed up there.
Oh, me. You also maxed out his silliness stat. Meh, it's probably fine. Hi, guys. It's me, your favorite Bryson. Unless
Oh,
you're
my.
cheating on me with some other Bryson.
Ooh.
You'll regret that once I finish glowing up in 10
Oh, my.
years. Don't forget to check out the
said
merch
10
before
years.
you leave. Anyway,
Nah, he's still
thanks so
growing at
much for
23 is
watching
crazy,
and
though, I ain't
supporting
gonna
me,
lie.
and thanks to my amazing team using their talent to help me bring my creative visions to life.
Yes,
now,
sir.
excuse me as I fall off the face of the earth until the next video is done. Bye!
Shout out to Haminations, but can we talk? This man's still growing at 23. What are you doing that I'm not doing? But that's fast. So if y'all younger out there, man, don't feel bad about yourself, bro. Everybody goes their own things and their own problems. They feel their own insecurities. It's natural. You know what I'm saying? It's better to learn how to love yourself no matter what. And once you do that, I'm telling you, life will be a lot easier. You're gonna experience life a lot differently. But nah, you think it's so bad? I haven't grown since middle school. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I definitely reached my max height at middle school age, and you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that dark, but it is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, actually, I have nothing. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I had nothing. So, with that being said, that's up. And like, when we trust this channel, triple ATK now. We out here.